Hi, good afternoon online. You're seeing, right? You're seeing? Afternoon online. You're hearing that? Nice. So just a quick review on what we did, right? Over the past 2 terms, we did algebra, quadratics, inequalities, logs, and series, right? I saw some people came in the holidays where we did a review on all these things, right? What I will do is I'll edit up the videos and I will make this review available for you online, right? So you can take a look at all the topics. Okay, I'll break it up so you can take a look at the review plus the past papers so you can try them. All right. Nice. What we're going to focus on this term, kind of moving into the July period, we are going to focus on coordinate geometry, vectors, and trigs. We start with coordinate geometry and then we do trigs and then probably squeezing vectors. Right, we will see the time going, right? So in coordinate geometry, that's what we're going to start today. Right, I'm just going to go over geometry for straight lines. And then I'm going to do circles. All right, and then we take a look at some trigs and vectors or something, right? In between here, I'll give you some questions just as practice every now and again, right? Just for you to not forget all of that. This summary is in the group, so you have it. So for example, you want some revision, you can remember how to do remainder and factor theorem. You can read over that, learn that. You can learn about quadratics, how to show max and min and so on, right? So spend some time and go over these little things. Every now and again, we'll do a Kahoot, right? On it. Right? We can probably look for a top monthly Kahoot. And I can give you some movie time tickets on it. But some years do, something else. You do movies on it. Diane? No? Yeah? All right. Well, I change the time for class. So I show a long sound a long time. Huh? No region, really? All right. So as a quick review, right? This is some of the things that we should do in coordinate geometry. I want us to go over these things here, right? Let's do me one quick little favor. Write that down. And we're going to use that. Right? This is a review on straight line geometry. I'm not sure if you all did it in math or in a paper. Right? Right, so you're supposed to have done this in math. If you didn't do it, that's all right. You can do it over. Right, so let's make a note of it. So we just writing out all those important things there, and then we're going to start to work it out. Right? If all you having trouble attending in school, or like stay back on some of the days, right? Just let me know in advance. Or we can start a little earlier. Right? Anybody writing online, sir? So we're going to take a look at using all these rules, right? That's right. Anybody writing online? Anybody? You'll finish, right? Yeah, finish. Shannon, I see. Sorry, Flores, I see Shannon. All right, so let's take a picture of your phone now because I want to just take it off. Right, so some of the things that we need, some of the things that we need to be able to find in coordinate geometry, we need to be able to find the distance between 2 points. So of course, I'll give it 2 points and you'll be able to find the length. Right, midpoint, right? We have to be able to find gradient, and we need to remember something about parallel lines. Parallel lines, they have equal gradients. Perpendicular lines, the product is -1. Okay, and then if you have the equation of a line, we need to be able to find this equation of a line, right? So I'll go over and explain all these little things now. You have it? Kilan, you have it? All right. Okay, good. So first thing we need to get, let's make sure we understand all those things there, right? So if I gave you 2 points, let's say I gave you a 0.21 and I gave you a 0.57. So this point is A and this point is B, right? The first thing we can do is find the length of the line, right? So we should find firstly the length AB. I gave you the formula there already. So the formula is the square root of, it don't matter. You could call one x1 y1, you could call the next one x2 y2. Really easy, right? You could call anyone you want. So you could call this x1 y1, and you could call this here x2 y2. All right. You'll see K online there, looking clear. All right, so here, yeah, okay, good. So x2 will be 5 minus 2 all squared plus 7 minus 1 all squared. Right, then you work out that quick, that'll be 3 squared plus 6 squared. So that'll be the square root of how much? What's that? Check it fast. How much? Check it fast. 47. 47. 41. Yeah. Just 9 and 36. Huh? How much? Oh, yeah. 45. Plus 45. Right. Since we revising as well, can I simplify with 45? And this is? Yeah? What will I get? 3 root 5. Right? Because what? 45 is what? 45 is 9 multiplied by 5. So you will end up with root 9, which is 3, by root 5. Well, I'll have to see like that. Okay? So you practice and search one time. All right? So root 45 is 3 root 5. So that's the length of the line. Next thing we want to do is find the gradient. Right? You would have done this in form 1 already. Gradient is what? Gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? Ignore that. You just watch here, right? Probably giving some trouble. Right. So by the way, by just watching that killer, that will be a positive or negative gradient. Look how it's slow. If you just watch it, but if we have positive or negative gradient, negative. So this is no gradient. This is a positive slope. This is a negative slope. So that's a positive slope. Okay. So when you work this out, you should get a positive value. So that's 7 minus 1 over 5 minus 2. 7 minus 1 is 6. 5 minus 2 is 3. So the answer is. You okay with that? Easy, right? Okay. Oh. Remember to do a little boomerang or something, right? I do one every class. Probably you'd kill out in this. Christians, if I might see Christian. Bring them on the board and do a little boomerang. Right? Elena? Okay, so good. So we have gradients. We have length of a line. All okay with that? So we have two things so far. Now, what we need now is something called an equation of a line. Right? An equation of a line, it gives you a relationship between all the x and y values. Right, Randy? So if I want a relationship, Randy, right? Yeah. No? What is this? Ramsey. Randy, you shot. Why here, Randy? Right? So it's Bradley. All right, Bradley, good. So we have gradient. So now we want to get something called the equation of a line. It gives you a relationship between all the values. So if you know the equation, you can plug in a x, find the y. Right? Plug in a y, you can find the x. So now we're going to try to find the equation of a line. Right? How are we doing that? To find the equation of a line in AddMaths, we're going to use this version. Y minus y1 is equal to m by x minus x1. So here's what we need. We need the gradient of the line. Yeah. So I'll see your hand was up. No? We need the gradient of the line and we need a point on the line. Okay? So we need the gradient and we need a point on the line. All okay with that? So if you look there, what is a point that we could use? Sean, what's a point we could use on our line? For x1 and y1. Yeah, 2 and 1, right? So we could use y1 as 1. The gradient is how much? 2. And x1 as 2. All okay with that? Killer? Yeah? All okay with that? You could also use 5 and 7. You get the same equation. Okay? Multiply it out. You'll get y minus 1 is 2x minus 4. So you'll get y minus 1. Sorry. I'm carrying across the minus 1, right? You'll get y is 2x minus 4 plus 1. Y is equal to 2x minus 2. This is the equation of the line. Are you okay with that? Copy down. I'm promoting the healthy stuff with honey and thing now, or you're getting involved in these artificial sugars. Or the next one that's not. I'll message you, right? Hey, Christian, you can do my favor. You message him brother regularly. A few years ago, he had done a video for me, for the all nighter. You could ask him, we could find it and send it up to me. Please, if you could, like a part of it, I want to use it for promotion. Right? Oh, and next thing I want to notice is that you can read off a few things from here, right? Once it's in the form y is mx plus c, you can read off the gradient. Now suppose they didn't give it here. You can read off the gradient and you can read off the y-intercept. Okay. Right, so that's a quick little intro into all the things that we did, right? Online. Are you okay there, Richard? Are you okay there, Faraj? All right, nice. So I just going to just change the numbers. I want to just try one per minute. Find the gradient and equation of the line. All right, I just changing the numbers, right? So what would you like to the line, right? Ignore the line. All I want is the equation of the line and the gradient. Right? Try that there. That's 1, 6, and 4, 1. Yeah. Somebody just call him up. Right, so find the equation quick. Right, let's check it out. Right, so let's check out the gradient thing here. Right, you can message your answers online, right? So I can take a look at it. So I will use 6 minus 1 over 1 minus 4. Right? So that'll be 5 over minus 3. Yeah, that's what I get. Here's what. Y minus y1. So it don't matter which one you choose, or you'll choose 4 and 1 or 1 and 6. 1 and 6, okay. I will use 4 and 1. Right? So we're supposed to get the same thing anyway, right? Right? 4 and 1 I will use. So y1 is 1, gradient is minus 5 on 3, and x is 4. Right? X is 4. So this will be y minus y1 is minus 5 over 3x plus 5 by 4 is 20. Minus and a minus a plus, right? 20 over 3. Okay. We can multiply everything by 3 just to make it look nice. So you'll get 3y minus 3 minus 5x plus 20. Plus is 3. You'll get 3y minus 5x plus 20 plus 3. So 3y is equal to minus 5x plus 23. Well, you get that? People use 6. It's always a good habit to give them the answer like this. Now it's a fraction, right? So as early as they could, remove the fraction. Right? Because it's much harder for us to work with the fraction. Like, for example, if I took the minus 1 and bring it here. All right? All right. So that's just a review. That's just a review on these things, right? Online, are you okay there? Right, Ariana, you're looking good. Right, Maria, I think you make a little mistake there. Samir, send your answers, right? Richard, you too. Send some answers. Okay, nice. So that's the first thing we can do. The first thing we can do is find the equation on the line. Next, as a quick review, how do we get the perpendicular line? In fact, let's make it a little more challenging. Let's get, for that same line, let's get the perpendicular bisector. What does the perpendicular bisector mean? Right? What does perpendicular bisector mean? If I give you a line, let's say that's the line, and I ask the perpendicular bisector of that line, what I have to get is the midpoint. Right? Let's say that's the midpoint there. I want the line that will pass through the midpoint, 90 degrees, and these two lines equal. Right? Bradley? So I'm looking for that line, right? I'm looking for the line that will split this. Let's call that AB. Split AB in two and be 90 degrees there. Right? So I need to get the perpendicular bisector. I want to get the equation. Any ideas how to get it? What are the steps? What's the first thing I need? Huh? Midpoint, yes. And that's what I said, yeah. Not correct, midpoint. That's the first thing we need, the midpoint. What's the next thing we need? Gradient. So we need the perpendicular. We need the perpendicular gradient. And then last thing, once we have the gradient and the midpoint, we use the equation of the line. Y minus y1 is equal to m by x minus x1. Okay? So I want to show you how to get everything one time. Copy down actually. That's still slant. Copy down, please. Okay, so nice. All right. So for us to get the perpendicular bisector, we need let me show this one away. We need the midpoint, perpendicular gradient, and the equation, right? So how do I get the midpoint? What's the midpoint, Bradley? This is the first day. I normally pick on it for the rest of the month, right? Do you want to stand up or you can sit down? I like that. Yeah. What do we do? Add the two x values, divide by 2, add the 2, divide by 2. Very good. So that's one. I'll start up on the one. Start up on that, right? 1 plus 4 over 2 and 6 plus 1 over 2. But is that enough? Yes. You just do it. You just start up. So that will be 5 on 2. That will be 2.5. 6 on 2. That will be 3.5. Not the best numbers, but we had to work with it, right? Actually, I'll leave it like this, right? 5 over 2 and 7 over 2. Okay. What would be the perpendicular gradient? The gradient of the line was 5 on negative 3. What would be the perpendicular gradient? Jacob. Perpendicular gradient. What do you do when they're perpendicular? Something you had to do when they're perpendicular. perpendicular gradient. What are you doing there? What are you doing? No, I'm in question. I don't mean the people know. Yes.
The product of this gradient to be equal to -1.
Why it doesn't?
Gradients of the perpendicular line would be negative reciprocal.
Right, good. Good job, Maria. So flip the values over. So flip the values over. So if the value is 5 and 3, you flip the value over to 3 and 5 and change the sign. That's okay? So you flip it over and change the sign. And then find the gradient, find the equation. Right, do the last part and find the equation. Do the last part, simplify it as far as you could. Simplify it as far as you could, right? Find the equation of that line. I take your time and simplify that. So that's y minus y1. Right, good. Good question, Bradley. Right, very good question. So Bradley asks, what's the x1 and y1 values we're using? Darian, what's the x1 and the y1 value we're going to use? The midpoint values. Nice. Nice. So you're using 7 on 2, 5 on 2. So that'll be y minus 7 on 2 is equal to the gradient, which is 3/5 by 5 on 2. Right? Do your thing. I want you to simplify that for me, and I'll show you why. Good question, Brad. Good question. Simplify it out. So you can have something. Simplify it as far as possible. Everyone is the fracture, right? Try to avoid fracture. What's going on? That's 2 plus 2. There's one. Yeah, wait. Yeah, wait. Nothing, no problem. Don't write meter. Just catching up thing I like to do. Yeah, online messaging creation now. All right, let's see how it went. So when you multiply this, you'll get good markers going by. So you'll get y minus 7 and 2 is equal to 3x and 5. And when you multiply this, the 5 will cancel. So you'll get 3 and 2. Because everything is on 2, you could have 3x on 5 minus 3 on 2 plus 7 on 2. So that'll give you y is equal to 3x on 5, 3 on 2 plus 5, 3 on 2 plus 7 on 2 is 4 on 2, which is 2. Now we can multiply everything by 5, right? And you'll end up with 5y is equal to 3x plus 10. All right, good. Here's what we're going to do now. So we learned to find the equation of a line. We learned to find perpendicular bisector, right? We just want to do the last application on the note I gave you all. We want to be able to right, solve these two simultaneously, right? This was the first line that we had. This is the second line, the perpendicular bisector. So just read the last part of the notes I gave you all, the one I had at the beginning of the class. Whenever you solve two equations simultaneously, what you doing? Whenever you solve two equations simultaneously, tell me what you're doing. Alejandro, you there still? Yeah, okay, nice. Yeah. Whenever you solve two equations simultaneously, you are actually what? Finding the points where they intersect. That's okay? Yeah? Kilan? So what I want to do is solve these two simultaneously. What is the answer? What's the answer without working it out, Kila? No, it's Kilan Kalia, right? Right? Stop. I pronounce it first name. Kalia, right? Kila. If you solve this and this simultaneously, what you will get? What is supposed to get? If you solve this equation and you solve 3y is negative 5x plus 22. If you solve them simultaneously, what is supposed to get? There's the first line that we did. There's the perpendicular bisector. Remember, whenever you solve two lines simultaneously, you find them where they meet, right? So where are these two lines supposed to meet? Elena, just tell you the answer. At the midpoint, right? So these two lines supposed to meet at the midpoint, right? Okay, so I want you to solve it simultaneously. Come on. Want to do that? Remember what to do? Yeah? Solve these two simultaneously, your method, anyone you want. Any method you want. right? Solve them simultaneously and make sure the answer is the midpoint. Richard, you work it out or you just send the answer, Richard? And Mr. Richard, you actually work it out? Oh, okay. All right. Right, because it's add mass, I want you to stick to substitution method, right? Always have it. Because it's add mass, I want you to stick to substitution method. That works all the time. Right, and next day I'll show you how to do the calculator, right? To check your answer on the calculator. Right, if you can't remember Bradley, don't worry, I'll show you. All right? Yes, Nick? I'll bring on the board and do a TikTok with you. Yeah? We'll do a little boomerang. Yeah, make y the sum. Take equation 1 and make y the sum. And then substitute. Take equation 1, make y the sum. So now I'm just doing a review and correct the answer, right? What you will see in your hand is not flipping, but you still have to know your geometry. Make sure you remember something for next week. All these videos online, so you can go back and look at them right before the class starts. Play it on speed this fast. Increase the speed and take a look at it. So I will say from equation 1. From equation 1, I am going to make y the subject. I'll get y is equal to 3x plus 10 over 5. Right? So I call this my equation 1 and made y the subject of the formula. This is now my equation 3. So I'll make y the subject of the formula here, and now I'm going to put this in there. So I'm going to substitute equation 3 in equation 2. What would happen if I put equation 3 in 1? Christian, what do you think will happen? If I put equation 3 back in equation 1, what might happen? Right, you'll get 0 equals 0. Right, so you'll get something that wouldn't help you get a value. Right, so if you use 1 to get 3, you gotta put it back into 2, not 1. Okay, 1 will give it back 0. You don't want that. Okay, right, so you put in 3 back into 2. So you'll get 3 by y. Y is that whole thing. Then notice, put in a bracket, a substitute, and then I'm going to expand, right? So I'll get 3 by 3x plus 10 all over 5 is equal to, remember, substitute for y, is equal to minus 5x plus 23. Okay? Are you okay with that? Multiply out here, you'll get 9x plus 30 all over 5 is minus 5x plus 23. What's the problem here? Fraction, right? You don't want to work with a fraction. So you're going to multiply by 5. Right? So you're multiplying this by 5, this by 5, this by 5. Every term. Every term. So 5 by this will cancel off. You'll get 9x plus 30. 5 by this minus 25x. 5 by this 115. Bring all the x's together. You'll get 9x. Right? You will get 9x. You'll get 9x plus 25x is 115 minus 30. When you add up this, you'll get, when you add up this, you'll end up with 34x is equal to 85. So x is equal to 85 divided by 34. Is that correct? Yes, 2.5. And then solve for y. Put you know what y is? So that'll be 3 by x. X is 2.5. 3 by 2.5 plus 10 over 5. That should give me 3.5. Okay, so online, just in case you get lost, you have equation 1 and 2, right? Make y the subject of the formula. That's equation 3. Put 3 back into 2, and you'll get this. Wherever you have y, you put in 3x plus 10 and 5. Multiply it out, you'll get this. Get rid of the fraction and solve it. All right. Are you okay with that there? Samir? Shannon, you reach? Jamian, you okay there? So you could have come here, Shannon. You could just come here, you'd have be on time. Everybody okay with that? So when you solve simultaneously, you find the points where they meet. So is it okay to leave it as a fraction? Yeah. It's okay to leave it as 3 and 2 and 7 and 2. Okay? It's okay to do that. All right. This is the first guy. When we rush into this, right? Everybody okay with that? Find the equation of a line and solve it simultaneously on that. Yeah. Actually, you know what? That's a good idea, Isha. We can take a look at the circles one time. We wanted to see that. Bradley says, make sure so you give us food. That's what Bradley says. Hold on, what going on? You want to come and go too? All right. So let's do a quick intro into just a small intro, right? This is just a review on the things that we're supposed to know about the equation of a line. Actually, I'm going to test the skills one more time. Okay, if you want to solve. Right, just test the skills back here, Prima. I want to make sure that you can solve any type. Any type of equation. Right, online. Solve these two here, Prima. XY is 3, x plus 4y is 10. Now, going there. You now see good at the future happening of the language. Yeah, right, I think someone didn't realize I have a quadratic, yeah, right, man. Right. That's the plenty. All you forget is probably a quadratic that we have. That's why I give you this one. I want you to recognize it as a quadratic. Right? So from equation one, you can make y the surface, right? Y is equal to 3 over x. Are you okay with that? For that part, but watch this here. When you substitute, you'll get 2x plus 4 by 3 over x is equal to 10. Okay, so when you multiply this out, you'll end up with 2x plus 12 over x is equal to 10. You don't want the fraction, right? So you have to multiply everything by x. So you multiply by x. So you'll get 2x squared plus 12 is equal to 10x. Bring it on this side because you all want it equal to 0. So you'll get 2x squared minus 10x plus 12 is equal to 0. Do not try to factor out x here and make it equal to 12. That's not a rule. This is now a what? Quadratic, right? And you all didn't do that. You'll try to solve it. Fix that command, then solve it. Right? Right, so those simple little things will make it go on to like that. That's how and you know why? Because you recognize the book traffic. Well, you know, that's what we're doing. Right, solve the quadratic there from a Tamoyega. Hey, I need to try to see a little more work online here. You know. Samira send some from all right, I'll take that. Richard, all right, good. I just missed up Viraj, boy. Oh gosh, some other answers not Viraj. Chimmy on you there? Ariana, I ain't get anything else yet. And Samir just say yes. Come on, Samir, some other answers now. Oh, Samir, now see you send something on that side. Or you can start coming face to face, sir. Start empty space. You got you? Clear? All right, so you have to look out for this. Go try and solve. This is a quadratic, so solve it as a quadratic. Okay? I don't like that, so there's no take one from our form files. So when you solve the quadratic, you can factorize it or you can divide by 2 to make it look nicer. So that'll be x squared minus 5x. Divide that by 2, divide that by 2 plus 6. Right? My sense correct? Right? Divide everything by 2, right? So that'll be x squared minus 5x plus 6. Then do a little factorization, or you can solve it in thing one. So you'll get x here, you'll get 3 here, you'll get 2 minus. Right? So you'll get x is 3 and x is 2. Right? Once you know x, you can find y. Y is equal to 3 over 3, which is 1. So your first answer is 3, 1. When x is 2, you'll get 3 over 2. Which is, well, 1.5. These are your 2 answers. Right? I saw somebody get that online. Right, Richard got it. Samira got it. Samira, you come back face to face, girl. Jamian again. Shoot, Jamian. Shannon, you doing anything? Open asking chat GPT answering, huh? All right, nice, Jamian. All right. Okay, so I like how that one went. So I'm gonna give you our next one, right? So I'm gonna come now. Come now. Right? Try this here. So like how you all did that, right? This is number 3 in solving simultaneous. 2y squared is equal to 7y minus x. 2y plus x is equal to 10. Solve these two simultaneously. Right? Actually, you could actually use this one to make x or y the subject, right? Do you think? So 2y squared is equal to 7y minus 2y is equal to 7y minus x. And 2y plus x is 10. Time with this one, right? And if I say let's take the second equation and make x or y the subject. Sometimes you have to figure out which one easier to make the subject. Is it y or x? Right? I'll tell you after, but you try it. Try to figure out which one is the easier one to make the subject of. Take your time. It's a little hard. Take your time. Those who struggling, my advice, take equation 2 and make x the subject. Take equation 2 and make x the subject and put it in equation 1. It will be much easier than trying to make y the subject of the formula. So take x here, make x the subject, and then put it in here. Right? Yes, so you can change the paper there later. Hold on. We'll have two new ones, right? Bradley and sorry, that's one. Put that to it. All right, so from equation 3, from equation 2, I will make x the subject, so I'll carry out to 2y. I'll get x is equal to 10 minus 2y. You also the problem if you make y the subject of the formula. If you make y the subject, you'll get a fraction. Plus, you have 2y to put in here. Right? So you have two sets of simplifying to do. You don't want that. Right? You have to learn to choose the simpler one. So making x the subject here easier. Right? So I'm going to substitute equation 3 in equation 1. For those who didn't do that, fix it fast now and send your answer. 3 and 1 and send your answer. Got you? Hopefully. All right. Let's see. So you put in x in there. So you'll get 2y squared is equal to 7y minus open brackets 10 minus 2y. Yeah, Kilan? So this will be 2y squared is equal to 7y if a minus on the outside. So a minus by 10 minus by a minus plus. Right? So you'll get 2y squared, 7 plus 2 is 9y minus 10. Bring everything on that side. Because the right hand side should always equal to 0, right? So that's 2y squared minus 9y plus 10 is 0. Right? We have a little factorizing to do, or we can probably solve it. We have 2y, we have y. We can probably use 10 here and 1 here. Because only get 9. Wait, only get 9, sorry. So you can probably use 5 here and 2 here. You can use 4. 4 and 2. 2 nice minus. Right, so you'll get y is equal to 5 1 2 and 2. Okay, y is 5 1 2 and 2. So x is equal to plug in y on 2, right? That will give you 10 minus 2 by 5 1 2, which is 5. And here x is equal to 10 minus 2 by 2, which is 6. So your answers are 6 2 and 5 5 1 2. Okay. All right, so today is just a refresher. All right. So that is a revision on the coordinate geometry. Next day, we'll move into circles. All right. All right, online.